In this fight, we face the zoo bosses. At the start of the fight and at 49%, these bosses will grant themselves quite a few frame buffs and inflict a few frame debuffs on the party. This will ignore debuff immunity. At 89 and at 19%, they will do one of two actions. If your party has no debuffs and the enemy has no buffs, then they will debuff themselves and they will take more damage. However, if you fail to meet these conditions, then the zoo bosses will reduce your party's HP to 30% of the current value and they will heal themselves afterwards. When it comes to the force gauge, their force gauge will charge up faster on your turns. At 30% full, they will get defense up. At 50% full, they will gain attack up. At 60% full, they will get speed up. At 80% full, they will gain additional HP damage reductions. Their force ability is an AoE HP attack that will inflict quite a few frame debuffs on your party and they will gain a lot of buffs. Their force time lasts for 10 turns. If anyone on your party has a debuff or the enemies are still buffed, then they will gain a massive brave and HP damage reduction, so do make sure that you have people that can dispel or cleanse these debuffs and remove the buffs from the enemy. Another thing to watch out for when it comes to their force time, while it lasts for 10 turns, they will follow up their turns with Sandstorm Plus, which is a heavy hitting AoE brave and HP attack. When it comes to the characters that you can use Sid Reigns, Iroha, Tidus, Rubicante, Seymour, Kurasame, Squall, Selphie, Zack, Aerith, Yuna, Hope and Ash. Paine gets a rework with her intertwined worlds. At crystal level 55, break attack becomes a 3 hit brave and 6 hit HP attack. Break potency of 80% per hit, deals weakness damage by 50% to enemies with status break, allows for 150% stolen max brave overflow, extends status break to 5 turns and deals splash damage to enemies twice. At crystal level 60, Black Sky gains plus 4 uses. It becomes a 3 hit brave and 5 hit HP attack. Brave potency of 80% per hit, increases brave damage to a single target by 60%, deals weakness damage by 50% to enemies with status break, allows for 150% stolen max brave overflow, and it deals 50% splash damage to the enemies after each HP attack. Paine's EX ability, Sword Dance, becomes a 3 hit brave and full hit 3 HP attack. Brave potency of 113% per hit, increases weakness damage to enemies with status break to 50%. Sword Dance becomes a 3 hit brave and full 6 hit HP attack. Brave potency of 120% per hit, increases weakness damage to enemies with status break to 50%. Her Aldi ability, Wild Throttle, becomes a 2 hit brave and single target 8 hit HP attack. Brave potency of 100% per hit, increases weakness damage to enemies with status break to 50%, and it deals 80% splash damage to enemies on the last 2 HP attacks and hits twice.
闇をあふれろ。調子に乗るなよ。この力で闇の制裁よ。
Paine's force ability is called Dark Shroud and her partner is Dark Knight Cecil. The HP damage bonus will go up by doing the following: 20% when a party member attacks an enemy afflicted with status break, 30% when a party member's turn passes with a level buff or special effect, and 30% when total party buffs or total enemy debuffs are greater than 10. Paine's burst weapon is called the King's Wing Blade and it grants the BT effect Gullwing's Rush for 8 turns. When Paine and the allies to the left select any attack ability, the party inflicts silence on all targets for 1 turn. When Paine and the allies to the right select any ability, while not on turn granted from Accelerate, party grants targets that met condition 1 level of Accelerate. It also grants party brave damage cap up by 50%, party max brave cap up by 30%, all enemies brave damage resist down by 50%, and all enemies HP damage resist down by 20%. When it comes to the fight, the zoo bosses do hit quite hard. Be very careful of those HP attacks, especially when they are in force time. Other than that, the fight is actually okay. When it comes to Paine, I do think she is nice. Not necessary up until this point, but still nice to have. Of course, with the burst effect, it all depends on how many allies are to her left and how many are to her right. Other than that, I think she's actually great in terms of cleansing debuffs from the party. I think she's a great pick for anybody who wants her. But for the fight, just be careful for the buffs and the debuffs and you should be fine. I do hope that this guide has helped you, and if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a like. But other than that, goodbye and good luck.